guys, welcome back to my channel. We're officially in summer here in Melbourne and it's been awesome to have the sun out again and not being wrapped up in the cold or wet anymore. I mean, it is Melbourne where the weather can be a little erratic, but we've had some beautiful days and yeah, I'm so grateful that we came out of lockdown as we got into these warmer months. Anyways, in today's video, I'll be making some healthy veggie burgers. This is a great way to use up some of the veggies in your fridge, and I'll be talking through some veggie variations that you could do depending on what you like or what you have on hand. And for me, the texture is important. Nobody likes a mushy veggie burger, and my pet peeve is when the veggie patty is so soggy that it gets the bun soggy too. These burgers are nice and crisp on the outside and are a great veggie-packed burger variation that you could make and cook fresh or make in advance and freeze for later. So without further ado, let's get into these healthy veggie burgers. Oh, and I forgot to introduce my new plushies. This is an avocado and a shrimp sushi. I love its cute little tail. Okay, so let's get back to the recipe for reals now. Okay, so to make these veggie burgers, the basic components I like to use are firstly, a type of bean or lentil for protein. Here I'm showing some chickpeas, but I actually ended up using cannellini beans because they were easier to mash by hand. If you use firmer beans like chickpeas or red kidney beans, it'll be easier to lightly pulse them with a blender. Here I have one drained and rinsed 400-gram can of cannellini beans. Then 1 cup of shredded veggies of your choice. Here I'm using a mix of zucchinis and carrots, but you could also use mushrooms, lightly blitzed cauliflower or broccoli, eggplant, or whatever other veggies you like or have in your fridge. This adds a bunch of fiber and body to the patty and also some great vitamins and micronutrients depending on what veggies you choose to add. Third on the list are aromatics, either 2 cloves of minced garlic or a quarter of diced up red onion. These just up the level of flavor of your patties. I'm gonna use 2 cloves of minced garlic for mine. Next, 1 to 2 tablespoons of herbs and spices, and again, these just add a whole lot of flavor, and as a bonus, some herbs like oregano have really great antioxidant and antibacterial properties. I'm using a combination of dried mixed herbs and some fresh oregano from my herb garden. I'm also gonna add a dash of turmeric for some color and anti-inflammatory benefits. But if you don't like turmeric, you could also do cumin or any other spices you like. Lastly, some reserve flour of your choice. This is to help bind the ingredients together and keep your batter from being too wet. I'm using almond flour, but you could also use plain or any other type of flour you prefer. And this is totally optional, but I also added 2 tablespoons of crushed walnuts. I feel like this adds a bit of texture to the patties that made them really good. These ingredients make 6 patties in total. In a large mixing bowl, add in your rinsed and drained cannellini beans, making sure to dry it off as well as you can so your batter isn't too wet. Now, you could use an immersion blender or a food processor to lightly blitz this up too, but to be honest, it's a real effort for me to set mine up where I'm filming, so it's just easier for me to use a fork to mash it all up. But you do you, whichever method you choose to use, just make sure not to over-process them so that your patty doesn't get too mushy. So leave just a little bit of chunks in for some texture. Once this is all done, set aside the bowl and we'll come back to it in a little bit. Now, in a heated pan, add a drizzle of olive oil and start to fry up your minced up garlic until fragrant. Once lightly browned, toss in your 1 cup of shredded veggies of your choice. chuck in the herbs, and I'm also adding a little bit of chili flakes because I like them a little spicy. Mix well to combine and cook until the veggies are slightly softened. Once this is done, remove from the heat and we're gonna add this to the bowl of mashed up beans. Add the veggies to your bowl and mix it up well with your beans. Then I added a dash of turmeric, seasoned with a little salt and pepper, and again mix this all up well. Then I added in about 2 tablespoons of crumbled walnuts. Again, this is totally optional, but I feel like it just adds a little texture to the patty that makes it better. Then, to make sure the batter isn't too wet, I'm adding in some almond flour to dry out the batter a little. The moisture level would depend on what veggies you chose to add. Some veggies have a higher water content than others. So I'm adding this in a tablespoon at a time until the batter is a little thicker so that we can mold these into patties without them falling apart. Kinda like this texture. Then just divide your batter into 6 and form them into rough patties. Make sure they're not too thick so that they can cook through evenly. And yep, we're gonna do exactly what you think we're gonna do, which is to fry these up in a little drizzle of olive oil, making sure to flip them over when one side is nice and crispy brown. And that's a really simple and easy veggie burger recipe, which you can use with any veggies that you prefer or that you have on hand. I've really been trying to prevent food waste, and this is one of the things I make when I have veggies that need to be used up stat. Here I had this on a regular burger bun with a slice of cheese and some rocket leaves. I topped it off with a healthy Sriracha mayo, which is just some Greek yogurt and Sriracha sauce seasoned with salt and pepper and mixed up. You could also add these to salads or freeze any extra patties you have for a quick and healthy meal at another time. Alright, I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did enjoy it, please like, share, comment, and subscribe because it really helps to support my channel, and I'll be back next week with another video. Also, don't forget to check out my Instagram for some everyday content. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!